Welcome to Irish I Was Laughing. I'm your host, Dan Dean, stand-up comedian, podcaster, dog groomer, painter, father, failed gardener. In the studio with me is my co-host, Wendi Ferguson, stand-up comedian, podcaster, McDonald's spokesperson, hide and seek champion, Noxzema user, wheelchair rider. We're just a guy with a beard and his leprechaun, and this is Midget TV all day, every day. We're back. We're back a little early this week, guys. Wendi and I figured, fuck it. We were supposed to have a show tonight that we ended up canceling because we didn't sell enough tickets, and I blame each and every one of you for that. You motherfuckers didn't want to come watch us tell hilarious stand-up comedy jokes.
Right.
And so now here we are podcasting instead. We're going to entertain you motherfuckers one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to buy tickets to our show? We're going to fucking shove ourselves down your goddamn throats on this podcast. By hook or by crook, you're going to laugh at us, goddammit.
Right.
That's what's going to happen here. So, we should be at a show tonight. Instead, we're doing our own thing. We're doing our own show. What's happening, Wendi? What's going on today?
Well, it's funny that you said I'm a McDonald's spokesperson because that's where I went this morning.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that.
Yeah, I called a cab. My friend Susie went with me, and we got Happy Meals, iced coffee. I was ticked off because I got the same damn crock that I got yesterday.
Well, see, let's just back up here for a second. I was going to say, you're spending quite a bit of time at McDonald's and quite a bit of energy eating McDonald's food these days.
Yeah, well, here's the thing though. I don't eat it all. Like,
you were just bitching because the fries weren't big enough.
Well, I do like McDonald's fries when they're fresh, but I either eat all the hamburger and don't eat the fries, or I eat the fries and I don't eat the whole Happy Meal is what I'm trying to say.
Well,
some days I do, some days I don't. It depends. But
first of all, let's just back up for a second. You don't eat the whole Happy Meal anyway because you take one bun off of your fucking burger and eat it some fucking weirdo way.
I do.
We've talked about this before.
I do, and you made fun of me,
but I can't say I blame you. I was talking about this on another podcast not too long ago. I got a couple of cheeseburgers from McDonald's the other day, and I was sorely fucking disappointed. It was not the cheeseburger I remembered. All I could taste was bun. It was pure bun, yep. Nothing else. But if you get a double cheeseburger, you can't taste any bun at all. There's no fucking happy medium in there.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not. Their awful. Like, I love their coffee, but their food is terrible.
It's not great. It's not. I mean, it's. I would rather McDonald's than White Castle or some shit. That's some garbage right there.
Oh,
but McDonald's breakfast, you can't beat it.
No, I love their breakfast burritos.
Fantastic breakfast burritos. The goddamn bagel sandwiches, fucking amazing. Egg McMuffins, fucking solid.
Yeah, but everything else is it's not food, dude. I don't know. I don't want to know what it is, but
it's a little gross. Yeah. It is a little gross. I'm not gonna lie about that. But yeah. But you've been getting these Happy Meals because why?
They got these. I usually don't give two shits about toys and Happy Meals because I'm a 50-year-old woman, but they got these little miniature crops, and they're in little shoe boxes with the tissue paper, just like real, when you go buy real shoes. They're cute. You want to see them? They're freaking adorable.
Well, all right, let's see them. But I'm gonna go a step further and say you don't hardly find tissue paper. Those fit you. Those motherfuckers right there. You got a left one? You got a
Here's
left one?
one. They got the
One.
numbers on the box.
So
And
those are
then,
legit Crocs. Those are actual Crocs.
yeah, they're, and then here's number
A right
two.
one. You got two right feet?
Oh shit! How do I? There we go.
No, we
Are
can
them?
see it. You're right in front of the fucking camera. We can.
And then
A
on the
bottle opener?
bottom, if you lift this up, you can make it. You can carry it like a keychain.
I think that's a bottle opener for toddlers. They're trying to have a Michelob Ultra.
But there's like 8 of them, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to buy all 8 of these son of a bitches.
Are they all
Um,
right shoes? What's going on here? How are you supposed to wear them if they're all right shoes?
Yeah, they are. So far, they're both right shoes, but
Listen,
I think they're freaking adorable. But
a lot of times you can go into McDonald's and just ask to buy the toys. And
that's
they'll
what everybody is telling me.
pull out a fucking box of them and be like, "Hey, I don't have that one yet. Give me that one."
I didn't know
Yeah,
that was
do you
an
have it in a size 3?
option. Right? I didn't know that was an option, but somebody commented on one of my TikToks and said, I work at McDonald's and I can buy them for like $2 a piece. And I'm like, well, hook a midget up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was going to say, sometimes they'll be dickheads, but you're a fucking midget. You're going to walk in there and they're going to be like, "Oh my God," and they're going to start flipping the fuck out.
dude, they act like at this McDonald's here in Wilmington, they're really cool to me, but they act like they're scared to death of me. It's a weird vibe. Like I can't explain it. You've been with me, Dan, in public. People
Yeah.
are either cool or they're weird or I don't know, man. Like, and then there was a bunch of little kids in there today, and they was all checking me out and giggling and poking each other and pointing at me and stuff. And I just wanted to start barking like a dog, but I thought, nah, let's not be mean to the kids. They're just
Yeah, they're
kids.
worried about that. They're worried about that midget magic. They don't want you to fucking
But the
cast a
vibe,
writ on it.
it's so weird. I love it. I like it. I think it's cool, but yeah. I'm probably
The
going to
McDonald's vibe? The
Mhm.
McDonald's vibe? Is that what you're talking about?
The people, like it's just interesting when I'm in different environments how people act. And I know everybody gets that. No matter what size you are or who you are, male or female, there's different vibes everywhere. But
I would say whatever vibes you're getting are probably slightly elevated compared to the rest of us.
yeah, yeah, true.
I mean, you were given a gift by the comedy gods, and you got to deal with it other places as well.
Oh, I feel like a platypus of the humans. I don't know.
That's fairly accurate. You look like a platypus.
Thanks, Dan. I
But
appreciate it.
you have nice hair at least.
You always know how to make a midget feel wonderful.
And, well,
Yeah,
you
I
said
went and got my hair done today, and I'm like, it's okay. It's
it looks a little like Brett Michaels.
minus the headband.
Slap a headband on that bitch.
I
Be out
don't
there.
think that's his real hair.
Well, I mean,
Why
maybe
would
it's
he
not.
wear a headband constantly? I think he's going bald or something.
Maybe, but he's always kind of worn a headband. That's kind of always been his
Like
thing.
his signature, you think? Signature thing?
Yeah, you seen Axl Rose recently?
He's looking rough.
Yeah, he sure certainly is. That rock star lifestyle is starting to get to him a little bit.
And what about, what's his name? He's not a rock star, but he's an actor. Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, Mickey Rourke's looked like that for a long time.
Oh, he's strange looking, man.
A little bit.
The reason why I brought him up was I was at the thrift store yesterday and they had his book. I come real close to buying it and I thought, not that
Did he
interesting.
write it?
Rourke.
I don't know. I don't know much about Mickey Rourke, but a book that he wrote doesn't seem like the kind of thing I'd really be interested in reading too much.
Me neither.
I don't know though. Maybe it would just be an interesting read. Maybe it'd be fun.
Yeah, you never know. You really never know with the book.
I don't like nonfiction stuff like that though. I just really don't.
You don't?
Nah, I like it to spur my imagination a little bit.
Right on.
Like the Harry Potters and Hunger
I,
Games, shit like that.
I've never read Harry Potter. My dad read them, but he didn't
You're
get to read
missing
them
out.
all.
You're missing
But
out. I'm telling you.
he loved them. He,
Same with like documentaries. I don't be watching a bunch of documentaries
it
like
depends.
Tiger King. Nope,
No,
I can't
no,
do it. Can't
I,
do it. I tried to watch it for like 5 minutes. I was like, fuck this. This is goddamn dumb. However, the same people who did Tiger King recently did another documentary. It's called Chimp Crazy.
I was just getting ready to tell you. Have you?
Yo,
She said she's the
yo,
Dolly Parton of chimps.
that bitch is wild. I said, this show shouldn't be called Chimp Crazy. It should just be called fucking Crazy Crazy.
I'm surprised nobody's talking about that one.
I don't know why. I don't know how they're
Maybe
not.
they haven't caught on yet or
I
something.
don't know how they're not because
I'm
that
not
show's
watching,
wild.
but it caught my eye.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna lie. It caught my
I've
eye.
watched
What?
I've watched the first 2 episodes, and I can't wait to get back and see what's going to happen because this shit's wild. And yeah, that bitch is, man, she's out there. And listen, I when I saw it with like the first 2 minutes, she's talking in this thing. I'm like, this might be the craziest bitch I've ever seen. And I've been with some crazy bitches.
Yes.
I've dated and been married to some fucking loons. And that one right there, yeah, like you said, she said she's the Dolly Parton of chimp world.
Yes.
What the fuck is that even supposed to
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that even fucking mean? She's over there talking. The best thing she said was, if you have a child, your own child, you love that child because you have to. But when you own a monkey, the bond you have with that is completely different.
Well, of course.
No, but she spent forever trying to convince us that the bond you have with a monkey is greater than the love you have for your own children. And she literally specifically says at one point, I love these chimps more than my own children. Fucking wild. It's fucking wild.
And what's Dolly Parton got to do with anything? She looks nothing like her.
Because she's so fake and made up and just
gotcha.
Plastic looking. That she was in getting lip injections or some shit. And she's like, yeah, everybody tells me I look like Dolly. That's when she said, I'm the Dolly Parton of the chimp world or some shit.
Wow.
It's on.
I might have to check that one out. I might have
you should.
I might have to check that out.
It's a documentary, so it's a little bit, but there's a lot of illegal shit going on, like illegal recording, and they're following this bitch doing illegal shit, and there's a lot of drama involved in this real life documentary. It's fucking it's out there.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. They will make a show about anything. Like anything.
Yeah, you name it. I bet there's a fucking show about it, and a lot of them are goddamn dumb. And I've seen this one out there, and I didn't watch it until I got a couple recommendations from other people. Said, this show is worth a look.
Yeah,
those guys, the directors, were on a podcast I was listening to the other day, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. Because we just finished The Sopranos. What was that other show? Tacoma FD. It's the guys who Broken Lizard, the guys who made Super Troopers.
Oh, yeah.
It's about a fire department. It was pretty fucking good. I liked it. I love Super Troopers. I don't know how you don't. That shit's amazing.
That's I don't know. I'm a snob. I don't that kind of humor just it's
that's Tacoma FD is a lot of that same kind of humor, just fire department rather than police department.
Right on. Yeah, I don't get into that.
So we just finished those. We didn't really have anything else to watch. We still have one season of Black Mirror to watch. And then we'll be caught up on that one. But
That show trips me out.
Black Mirror,
Yes.
that's a fucking good show.
I'm trying to remember what the last episode because I quit watching it because I was like, this show's giving like this is creeping
Because
me out.
every single one is real, or might not be real, but it could be like that shit could and probably will happen.
Yes, that's what creeps me out. Remember the episode about the robotic dogs?
Yeah, they killed everybody.
And then now they have those dogs for real. Like they really make them things. And I'm like, oh yeah, I can't watch this no more. This thing's giving me nightmares. Because I'm a chicken shit. But I had to quit watching it. But yeah, I want to go back and watch it again. Like, because I know they've made several episodes since I've watched it. Because it's been years since I've watched it. And my cousin was talking about it the other day, and I'm like, man, that show creeps me out. I don't know if I can do it.
It's a good one, though.
Yeah, it is good, but I don't know.
The point is, we're kind of at a crossroad. I started to watch Breaking Bad because I've never seen that before either, and that was another one like Sopranos. Everybody talked about how great it is, and I've never seen Breaking Bad either. But you can't. That's not streaming free anywhere. You have to pay for it wherever the fuck you get it.
It's on my Netflix.
It's not on my Netflix.
Maybe it's not. I just seen it the other night. Like,
well, I can check again, but
you might want to check again.
I literally just searched like last week. It's like on the home screen of my TV is one of those Vizio smart TVs or whatever. So I just type in what I want, and it gives you all the options below it, every streaming platform that has it, and it gives you the free ones first and then up to the most expensive ones. And Breaking Bad's on like 5 or 6 different streaming platforms, but you had to pay for it on every single one.
I'll tell you another badass show is Your Honor.
Never heard of it. I assume it's about a judge.
Yes, and it's got the dude from Breaking Bad in it.
Bryan Cranston?
Yes, Cranston. I can't tell you anything about it because I'll tell you, like, you can't talk about it without, if I tell you anything, then I'm going to ruin but I was on the edge of my seat. Like, I couldn't wait for the next episode. Like, I told Rob Wolfong and his wife about it, and he would call me and be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, it was so great. It has him in it. I'm trying to think if it has anybody else like well known in it, but his acting, I love him. Like, he's one of my favorites. But it's called Your Honor, and I didn't watch it on Netflix, but they have it on Netflix now. I watched it on Prime or something like that, but now they have it on Netflix. Well, and it is amazing.
I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm probably not going to watch it.
Why?
That's not typically my kind of show. I'll, check it out.
I think it is though.
I'll check it out. Okay. I'm not saying, I don't like police dramas and hospital dramas and shit like that usually. So
it's not.
I'm not promising anything, but Miranda likes that shit. She'll probably like it if it's that good. But I'm not. Listen, I don't trust you anyway, because the last fucking time you gave me a recommendation, it was one of the worst fucking stupid shows I've ever seen.
What?
That Handmaid's Tale.
You didn't like that?
I couldn't get through one fucking episode. I'm like, what in the fuck is it? I did get through one episode. And then I was like, maybe it picks up in the second episode. And it fucking didn't. It was goddamn dumb.
It's so good.
It wasn't good.
I liked it. But Your Honor is not what you think it is. Just check it out. But if you don't, okay, whatever. But I hope you do, so we can talk about it.
I'll check it out, but I'm not making any promises.
I love it. I love it. What was another one? I think I can't.
Well, just write them down. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay, yeah, I lost my train of thought.
I guess right now we can move into the Wendi clip of the week.
Oh, you have another one, do you?
Oh yeah, by your request.
Want him to stop? Tell him to stop.
Oh,
There she is, braids and all,
look at
and
them
they're
feet.
rolling, fucking bouncing around like a baby giraffe. Can't walk on a trampoline worth of fuck.
I'm like
Slapping on her
Bambi
VR.
on the ice.
Yeah,
Out of the way.
that's you. The best is when you start jumping and you fucking kick your feet out in front of you every time. Fantastic.
You can hear that wind.
Yeah, it was pretty windy.
This was fun.
There she goes. Woo, kicking her feet.
It felt like I was going so high.
Fucking Air Jordan over here. I mean, on that trampoline, you got at least a 10-inch vertical. I think at one point, you kind of forget you're bouncing and you start focusing on whatever's going on, and there's goggles.
Yeah. That was so much fun.
I forget what the VR was. I think it was like some shit shooting at you, or like balls or something, or meteors shooting at you. I don't remember
And
what it
it
was.
was like ledges. Like you had to,
Jump from ledge to ledge.
something like that.
I don't remember. I pulled this up earlier and I was like, man, what the fuck was that thing about?
It felt like I was jumping so high that it really did.
Well, probably mostly because of what's going on in
Yeah.
those goggles. It's like they kick your feet straight out every time with your toes all pointed. I was worried as fuck about you on that thing. You know, I knew you had to do it. I knew you were going to have a good time. See right here, that you just kind of forgot you were bouncing. But you know, you got that harness all strapped around you, around your legs and around your waist and shit, and it kind of puts some pressure on your hips. And I know your hips aren't good anyway. So the whole time I'm thinking, fuck me, she's going to dislocate her hip. I know she is. She's going to spend the rest of the fucking cruise in the infirmary in traction. Nobody on this ship's going to know how to deal with a goddamn midget.
Right?
Dislocated joints. That's the only thing I was worried about. I knew you would enjoy it. I knew it was going to be fine as long as it didn't dislocate your hip.
Oh, it was fun though. I'm glad you talked me into it. And there's the braids we was talking about. That was fun, man. Are you there? Oh, we're having technical difficulties again. Dan. Okay, so I guess I'll keep talking. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away. What the? Okay. So Dan will be back. His electric went out. So I'm holding on. But while we're waiting for Dan to get the internet going again, he's got to get the internet going again. But see what all he cuts out? My background? I think my room looks really cool, but he thinks it looks unprofessional. Like, neither one of us are these big time professionals. But, yeah, there's my purse tree back there. Over here. God, I can't. Anyway, I got a purse tree. Got all my little trinkets, my books back there. My bed, my reading nook, my chair with the fuzzy pink pillow in it. Yeah. My curtain in my closet. I think it looks pretty nice. It's probably going to kill me for rambling, but what else am I supposed to do? I don't even know if I'm supposed to still be talking. I'm texting Dan. But I'm afraid to click out. I really don't know what to do. This is going to be the boring part of the episode. Listening to me. So, I was really wanting to chop all my hair off today. I wish I could show you the back. It's almost to my butt. But I wanted to get a pixie. But I always regret chopping my hair off. But then after I have long hair for so long, I get tired of it. So tell me what you all think. If I should chop it off or keep it long. I'm really interested in your all's opinions. He's not telling me what to do. He told me to hold on, so I'm holding on. Oh, this is hilarious. Last week we had technical difficulties too, but we got it took care of. Like, we handled it, I guess. I don't know. I feel silly because I really don't know what to talk about. When I get nervous, I mess with my hair and my face. So please, I could take a Klonopin to chill my little ass out, but I might fall asleep. We don't want that. Dan, get back on here and I'm snoring. Mouth hanging open, drooling. That wouldn't be good. I don't think he would be too happy. But he needs to come on because my computer is only going to stay charged for so long. I don't know. This is fabulous. Yay. But I hope you all are enjoying our podcast. Like, I hope we're not boring you all to death. Because I really enjoy doing them. Let's see what he said. He said it's probably not recording, but up here in the left-hand corner of my screen, it says recording. told me to roll with it. Alrighty. So I seen some papers over by my art supplies laying on the floor. And I went over to check out what these papers were. And it was a list, a full, complete page full of joke ideas. And I'm really stoked because I'm going to put these all together, write them all out. And we've got hopefully some good stuff here. Do I have a lazy eye? Don't this eye look a little lazy? Like it's not as hip as this eye? Do I got a lazy eye going on over here? Here. Is this one lazy? Does one of my eyes look like it's more open than the other? Anyway, getting off track. Sorry, my bad. But there's Dan. Thank you, Jesus.
Well, fucking look at you, keeping the goddamn, holding the fort down.
Going, Dan. I was just getting ready to tell him these joke ideas I have. But
Well, that's good. I hope whatever you were saying, I can't wait to go back and watch this. Jesus Christ, Wendi doing a podcast by herself.
I was rolling with it. I was like, well, I'm going to keep going. It's recording. I'm going to keep.
Yeah, it's good. I didn't know it was going to. Did you tell him what happened?
Yeah, I was texting you and telling him play by play. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the fuck that's. If we're recording in the middle of a thunderstorm or something, that's the risk you run. Cool. The goddamn electric doesn't just go off in the fucking middle of a summer day for no goddamn reason. What the fuck?
The universe does not want us to do podcast, Dan. Last week you had technical difficulties. This week your power goes out.
Last week it was my own dummy fault. This week, what the fuck? I don't know what's happening here. Wait, you got joke ideas? Let's fucking hear them. Let's hear your joke ideas.
I'm just going to tell the headings, okay? I'm just going to read.
The premise, you mean?
Well, that's okay. So, joke idea: platypus / judging others.
Did you just fucking write that down?
Hypochondriac X microwave explosion. Doing cocaine. Edible. Drinking, because those were all. Helping mom smoke meth. Being my mom's therapist, dealer, and bodyguard. Cockroaches fighting with me in a tub. Mental health hospital. Genealogy tree. Some dude said I was German and was arguing with me that I was German. And I was like, dude, I'm not German. And he's like,
motherfucker, look at me. I am clearly African. You look at these nostrils, mother.
He's like, you got blonde hair, high cheekbones. He said, check your tree. And I said, first of all, asshole, it's not a tree, it's a shrub. I don't have a genealogy. You know what I'm saying? And then I got AIDS, not the kind you catch, but AIDS as in like home health care AIDS. AIDS equals assist, not cock blocking. If you can't aid me in getting better dick, shut up about the ones I ride. Damn. And I sent this to Jamel. He's probably thinking, what in the hell is going on here? But I remember these stories, so I'm going to write this shit down. Put it together and see what happens. But yeah. Helping mom smoke meth.
You got some shit going on there. All right, since these technical difficulties have presented us with some fucked up video here, let's see how easy this is to work with. I don't know what's going on. So speaking of chimp crazy, right? I've been seeing a lot of these videos where people have like wild animals as pets. I was watching one today. This guy had a raccoon and a fox or some shit, which is.
I would be scared to death.
Yeah, all that shit is just kind of. I don't like raccoons to begin with. Those motherfuckers, I want to shoot every one of them. But I feel like they would probably be okay to have as a pet. If you had it from the time it was a baby. But
True.
I don't know. And maybe a fox would be the same way. I don't know. But they're wild animals. That's like having like the big tigers and leopards and shit like that. People having bears and lions and.
Yeah, you never know when they're
Although
going to go the fuck off.
I did used to have a big old snake, but that motherfucker bit me all the goddamn time too. He tried to
See?
kill me once. He fucking grabbed my arm and wrapped around my arm, but that's a snake. That's going to happen with the
Right.
snake because a snake doesn't have any feelings. It's not cute and cuddly or whatever. It's a goddamn snake. But the one kind of creature, the one woodland creature that I'm kind of interested in having, a skunk.
They are freaking adorable.
They're fucking pretty goddamn cool, is what they are. There are two reasons that I am tentative, that I'm kind of backing away, that I'm not pulling the trigger on that. The first one is because apparently they need a lot of attention.
Really? Like what? Like
They like to cuddle and they want to be entertained and they need a lot of toys. Like they'll get into all your cabinets and drawers, and they can even open their.
oh, so they're like ferrets.
Like apparently they're kind of dickheads. Like you have to baby proof your house for these skunks.
Wow.
And the second thing is, and this is the big thing, I think they shed. Like I don't want all that hair and shit. And I specifically got the dog that I got because it's hypoallergenic and it doesn't shed or anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. But having a bunch of goddamn hair all over my house, I don't want that shit. Have you seen the skunks scooting? Have you seen the skunks scoot? Hold on a second here. This is why I say I'm going to see how easy this is to use. Let's bring this up a little bit. Watch these goddamn skunks scooting here.
Oh my god, they're cute. Throwing their asses up in the air.
Yeah, they're like attack, and then they'll back. See it scooting like that? They'll just scoot back across the floor.
Oh, they're cute.
I want a skunk that scoots across my goddamn kitchen floor.
Right? Like a dust mop.
Right, but again, there's the whole hair thing. Maybe once my dog's gone, I'll consider. Miranda would goddamn lose her mind. She would flip her lid, having fucking, like, in a good way.
Right.
She would love nothing more. She would think it was so goddamn adorable. Because I turned Chimp crazy on. What's the first fucking thing she says? Oh my god, I want a monkey. Can we get a monkey? I'm like, you better just keep watching this show.
Right. Yeah.
Just keep watching.
I heard they can be really mean.
Chimps, fuck yeah. Now, chimps aren't monkeys, I know, but they're talking about two different. Like, the show starts with this little fucking baby monkey. I think it's a capuchin monkey or something, and I don't really know what that has to do with anything except for the fact that she has one. I don't fucking know. But then they move into chimps or whatever. But I think those little monkeys are fairly popular. Matter of fact, I follow one. I follow this monkey on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's very, obviously very intelligent, but it wears a goddamn diaper. How would you like to change a goddamn monkey's diaper?
Can't do it.
All that fucking hair with a bunch of shit all smeared in there. How would you like to do that shit?
No, I would not. No.
Just so it doesn't throw its shit at you.
Have you watched the guy that has the squirrels?
I know.
And he named them.
Uh-huh.
I follow that guy. He's got this whole squirrel family, and he's built like stuff for him. They come to his house, his apartment every day. Like he just got through taking one to the vet because
Oh, they're outside squirrels.
yes, but they're close. Like he's named them all: Darlene, Maxine.
You named one after you?
Yeah, I forget the the boys' names, but it's cool as shit.
Is it Gene?
I can't remember, but I follow him on TikTok, and it's very interesting. Like he's really good. He's got a shit ton of followers too.
There's some crazy shit on TikTok. Like why is there so much good stuff on there?
I don't know. It's
And some of it's kind of dumb, but I follow this one dog. It's called Buster the dog, and it's this golden lab, and they live in Florida, so they've got this pool. And every time they open the door and let this dog out, he goes and does this fucking belly flop into the pool, swimming around. That's all this dog does is just run outside and swim every fucking time he goes outside. The goddamn pool filter has to be filled with dog hair.
there's some whacked out people on TikTok too. Like I'm like, oh, what is happening right now? I try not to like I post on there. I've been pretty active on there here lately, but I try not to go down the rabbit hole in there.
Yeah, you don't want to death scroll.
Yeah, because I just don't want to be on my phone like that. But man, there's some stuff on there. It's addicting, highly addicting.
I also don't really scroll through it much, but it's kind of like Facebook. Whatever's the first couple, I'll take a look at them and check them out, and then
I'm out.
I get bored pretty quick.
I'm out. I was trying to watch there was a little person that my cousin Gloria told me about. His name's Dylan Moore, I think. And he's a little guy. And so he was doing a live the other day, and I commented, and he said something back to me. And he asked me, what type of dwarfism do you have? And I was like, they have no idea. But I didn't watch him very long because I got bored. Like my attention span is, I'm surprised I'm able to do a podcast anymore because my attention span is horrible.
Well, I mean, doing a podcast is different because you're kind of engaged. You're kind of having a conversation. Yeah, you're kind of focused on one. It's not like you're just doing something and you just forget about it or whatever.
But yeah, I was like, she was like, you're not watching him. I'm like, nah, I'm bored. I'm over it.
Yeah, you can't just watch for too long. No. Even if I find one that I like a lot, I'll only go and watch 2, 3, 4 videos on their channel, and then I'll be like, all right, go do something else.
I'm cool.
Well, you ever had a pecan Snickers?
Have I ever had what?
A pecan Snickers?
I didn't know there was such thing.
I didn't either until today. I was at the old Sheets. I look over at the Snickers section, and there's this orange wrapper. I'm like, what in the fuck is this? It's a pecan or pecan if you're a goddamn ignorant Southerner. I don't know. However you pronounce it. I think it's pecan. Universally accepted that it's pecan, which is weird because it's not a toucan. That word's toucan.
Okay.
Fucking English language. I don't know.
So did you get one?
I did. I tried it, and it was almost like there weren't any nuts in it at all. Like, a pecan's a real soft nut. Yeah. So as I was eating it, I couldn't feel it. I didn't really know.
Couldn't feel the nut, huh?
Right. I couldn't feel the nut in my mouth. So it was almost like eating, I don't know, like a Milky Way or something. It was all real smooth, like almond Snickers are my favorite. And almonds are hard as fuck. You can feel yourself crunching those. Even regular Snickers, you can feel yourself crunching the peanuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pecan, nothing. It's just real soft.
Disappointing.
Yeah, it was a little weird. It tasted fine. I guess, it tasted a lot like a regular Snickers. But because it didn't have that crunch, I don't think I could put it above third on my Snickers list.
Right on. The only thing about doing podcasts like this, well, I guess we still could. We could
We
still
can't do the taste test. I know. I have to somehow get you whatever item we're taste testing.
Or I would have to go get it.
Right. Yeah, I have to tell you ahead of time. And I thought about it was like 3:00 though. I thought about texting you like, hey, if you're going to be out, get a pecan Snickers. We'll try it on the podcast.
Yeah, I could have done it today because I was out and about.
I guess I should have texted you, but I figured you were probably in for the day because I'd already seen your haircut video.
Yeah. Gloria was like, I said, how am I going to show him the back of my hair? And as soon as it came out of my mouth, I felt like an idiot. I was like, duh. She said,
Because you were thinking about doing this shit, weren't you? You were going to try to hold it back
turn around. And I said, but I don't want to. And she's like, why? I said, because I look funny. Like I look. And she's just rolling laughing. And I'm like, it's not funny, Gloria. And because I don't, I got a hump on my, I've got scoliosis. I got a hump back. I look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame or whatever. And I don't like doing videos where I like to just be spot on. You know what I mean? I don't like to move around and do stuff. And because I don't like looking at myself. But I know as soon as it come out of my mouth, she's probably thinking, this dumb bitch. But yeah, I was like, wonder if I could. I was like, no, your arms don't work like that.
So now here's the thing too. In that video, you were asking people how they think you would look with a pixie cut. Mm-hmm. Now let's just back up a couple of years here. You've had a pixie cut.
Not like the ones I have on my phone right now.
All right. I mean, I get that, but you've had your hair super fucking short. And you specifically sent me a text that said, anytime I'm thinking of cutting my hair short, I need you to remind me. What a terrible idea that is, because I never want my hair short. I always regret it anytime I get it cut.
Boy,
I'm reminding you one more time. Don't fucking get a goddamn pixie cut. You're going to hate it and you're going to regret it. And then it has to grow out for the next 2 years.
Oh, I know. Well, here's what everybody tells me. It's when my hair's long, I look like I'm all head. And I'm like, because I am. And they're like, you don't have a neck. And I'm like, I know. And they said, well, when you have short hair, it gives an appearance that you have a neck. I said, no, the hell it doesn't.
That seems backwards to me.
Because I don't have a neck. Like, look at me. There's no neck here.
I get what you're saying. And if you're, right now, your hair is covering most of that not neck. If you got a pixie cut, your not neck is fucking displayed for everybody to see.
And then I had one lady tell me, if you have short hair, it will make you look taller.
No,
I'm like, listen,
that's not how it works.
No haircut is going to make me look taller.
Right. That's the first
shit I've ever heard.
But okay, so look, you wear vertical stripes because they're slimming, right? And you wear horizontal stripes if you want to look fat.
Right.
That's the kind of accepted thing. Well, your long hair is like vertical stripes. You got these long vertical hair, but a pixie cut is like a horizontal stripe, so it's going to make you look compact. I feel like these people giving you the advice are just off base. They're just all fucked up.
Oh, man. But I see these haircuts and I'm like, oh, damn, that is so cute. And I get this wild hair at my ass and I'm going to do it. And then as soon as I do, I'm like, shit. And, you can't put hair back once it's gone. Like, it's gone.
That's what I'm telling you. You told me to. So listen. Everybody's hearing it right now. We've got it recorded for posterity. I am reminding you not to cut that hair. So when she cuts that hair and she doesn't like it, you motherfuckers are my witnesses.
I won't cut it off. Well, everybody yells at me. They're like, you wear it up all the time.
I'm not telling you not to cut it. You do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. how you wear your hair. That's your thing. If it makes you happy, by all means. I'm telling you what you told me to tell you.
I asked Jamel, I said, babe, do you think I would look good in a pixie cut? And he said, I don't know nothing about no snow bunny hair. Get whatever you feel comfortable in. And I said,
I mean,
snow bunny? And I started laughing. I thought that was hilarious. He was like, I don't know nothing about snow bunny hair. Get whatever you feel comfortable in. So I was like, okay, cool. He'll like whatever. You know what I mean? He don't care. He don't give two
we,
shits.
if you're going to be a snow bunny, we ought to get you out on some skis this winter.
No.
Get your little snowsuit, the parka, look like Ralphie on
That's what I was just kidding. He laid there
Christmas
like
Story.
a slug.
Yeah, you'd be all fucking out there, not able to move. We'll just stick you on some skis and let you go down the hill.
Man, that's a terrible idea. No. That's the same as what you invited me that one time, or was it you that invited me or Cindy? Before
Probably.
Cindy met me in person to go ice
Probably.
skating?
Oh, no.
Was that what it was? Or was
Yeah,
it
maybe it
Cindy?
was me. I took the girls ice skating a couple of times.
It was a bunch of people. Y'all were getting together.
Well, Cindy and I have been skiing before.
That's what it was, skiing.
Yeah.
And Cindy was like, "Oh, is Wendy going to ski?" And he was like, "Well,
Probably not. Yeah, it was on New Year's. We went
Yeah.
up on New Year's. Yeah.
yeah,
That
it
was
was
a
a
good
long
time.
time ago." No, I'm not. I don't think I could ski.
Can't ski, can't swim.
Yeah, I'm
Mostly
land bound.
mostly you just sit there and record your forehead.
Forehead Chronicles. I love it. I love it. Everybody's
Gotta
like,
do
"Show your face," and I'm like,
That's the joke, guys.
they're not getting it.
All right.
Okay.
So here, before we get off here,
Yeah.
I got a little riddle for you.
Oh God.
See how you do. Now, the answer to this is pretty cut and dry, but I came up with two other answers that I think are legitimate.
Okay.
So one of them depends on how you phrase the thing. We'll talk about it. Here it is. Here's the riddle. There's a shipwreck. Every single person on board drowned. There were 22 survivors. How does that happen?
They knew how to swim. Wait, no, they all drowned. Wait, there's a shipwreck.
Every single person on board drowned.
Drowned.
And there were 22 survivors. And let me tell you my first solution to this thing. The first solution is, if you say it like that, drowning doesn't mean you died. All drowning means is you aspirated water. So there are many, many people who drown all the time and they're not dead. I discovered that not too long ago.
Okay.
But that's not the point of the riddle. That's not the loophole we're looking for. So we can rephrase it here that there was a shipwreck. Every single person on board died. There were 22 survivors. How does that happen?
Not everybody was on board.
Well,
because if it's a ship, can't you be under I don't know what that's called.
but everybody was on board.
I don't know. I'm not good at
Every
these.
person was on the ship.
I think too hard. You know what I
My
mean?
first solution was that everybody died. There were 22 survivors. So it was a cancer cruise, and there were 22 cancer survivors on board, and then they died on the shipwreck. I think that's a legitimate answer. I thought that was a legitimate answer.
What's the correct answer
Okay,
to the riddle?
let's see if you can get it. If I read it to you again. There was a shipwreck. Every single person on board died. There were 22 survivors. Let me rephrase it. There was a shipwreck. Every single person on board died. There were 22 survivors.
How does that happen? Every single person on board. I don't know.
There
Dan.
was a shipwreck. Every single person on board died. There were 22 survivors.
If every single person died, how were there survivors?
Because every single person died.
That's the answer.
Kinda, yeah.
So there were no survivors.
There were 22 survivors.
Right. There was a shipwreck. I feel like a complete fucking idiot right now. There was a shipwreck. Every single person on board died.
Yes.
There were 22 survivors.
Yes. Every single person on board died. There were 22 survivors. Now, in this day and age, there probably could be, but traditionally there couldn't be 21 survivors and there couldn't be 23 survivors.
Which one?
But there were 22 survivors, even though every single person died.
I'm terrible. I don't know, Dan. I don't.
Every single person died.
Oh, so not everybody was single.
Wow, there you go. The
After you said it to me
22
22 times.
were in a relationship
Okay, gotcha.
and were married.
Oh
We
my
got it.
God.
That'll make a good TikTok clip.
Jesus.
That's where I heard the real
I was
one.
like, oh, please let me get this because this is going to piss me off. After you said it to me 55 times, I got it. And you kept going every single. And I was like, I know that means something. I know that means something. Gotcha.
You're over there going, because 22 people used midget magic. They were dead because they drowned, but then the midget brought them back to life
Yeah. Ninja powers.
with the wizardry.
Oh.
What you got coming up? Anything?
That Don't Tell, which I don't have a ride to. The Don't Tell Dayton.
Well, maybe you should tell somebody who could drive you, and then.
Well, I asked my nephew today if he wanted to go, so I'm going to remind him again. If because he wanted to go to our show tonight, and he said, "I'm salty. Your show got canceled. I wanted to go," and I'm like, "I'm sorry." I said,
Yeah.
I have one next week.
I had two people message me too, like, "Hey, I'm trying to buy tickets here. It says the thing's canceled." I'm like, "God damn it!
Right.
These things have been on sale for a month. Now everybody wants to buy the tickets the goddamn day before."
That's how comedy shows go, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, whatever.
People are. What time do you go on?
But what time do you go on?
Right. What time
Who
does
else
it
is
start?
going to be on the show?
What time does it start? And everything will be on the poster. Every single thing will be on the poster.
I will be at the Attic Comedy Club on October 2nd in Columbus. So come on out to that. I feel like I've got something
I know, I'm jealous.
too. I can't remember though. Oh, my comedy anniversary, September 25th. That's next week.
Right on.
What is this? Nope, that might be my next show. I don't know. Then we've got London, Ohio State Theater on the 10th. So you can get tickets to either one of those shows. Find me on social media, Dan Dean. You can find Irish I Was Laughing on Facebook, Camouflage Construction on Instagram, Grumpy Dan 3 on TikTok. Wendy, where are you?
I'm Wendy Ferguson on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
FURGUSON.
And WENDI.
So that's it, guys. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, if you want to be on the show, if you have any suggestions, or if you want to ask us a question about stand-up comedy, about podcasting, about the NBA, about skunks, about ZZ Top, about field dressing a deer, about baking pans and their nonstick properties, about concealed carry laws, about the Academy Awards, about wizardry and midget magic, about healthcare plans, about fruit, about travel agencies, about life in general. Guys, hit us up at irishiwaslaughing@gmail.com. Otherwise, you guys take it easy. And this didn't record very well last week. You couldn't hear worth a goddamn because I couldn't plug in. We'll see you on the next episode.